Hey YouTube, what's up? Just wanted to get some comic book reviews going. It's been a while since I've done comic reviews. And, I think I keep saying that every time I do a comic review, so fuck it. Here's some comic reviews. Also, we are starting with a book I don't normally read. I don't think I've reviewed a Spider-Man comic since I started doing this. Now, for you out there who doesn't know me, matter of fact, that's most of you, I was a huge Spider-Man fan. Growing up as a kid, I was mainly a Spider-Man guy, then a Batman guy, and then kind of equaled, and Batman has eclipsed Spider-Man in my opinion over the last few years, and partly because of Brand New Day. Since Brand New Day, I have divorced myself from Spider-Man. I just don't like the road they took with that. There's some neato things they're doing, like they eliminated most of the side books and doing it more, like what, every couple of weeks or something like that. I mean, yeah, that's cool, but I disagree with the road they've taken with the series, so I don't like Spider-Man anymore. However, I couldn't help but notice this king-size Spider-Man summer special I discovered over at Walden Books, like last week or so. I picked it up while I was doing some Christmas shopping, and it's terrific. Actually, the side stories are okay. The lead story, Unenchanted Evening, by Paul Tubin and Colleen Coover, is fantastic. This is the way Spider-Man should always be, actually. Her artwork, by the way, reminds me a lot of Steve Ditko in the early years of Spider-Man. And it's actually a Mary Jane story. And the way they're in this apparently takes place before Brand New Day and before Thor died or whatever the fuck happened to him. And this is the way their marriage should have been. This is written, and this is the way she should have been written all this time. Fun and interesting and smart. Not the crappy way it was for like years and years. It's very mopey and very. No, I mean, no reason. No wonder why people didn't like the way the marriage was written. It was so badly written. This is the way it should have been done. Enchantress, a Thor villain, decides to get revenge on Thor by brainwashing a whole bunch of female superheroes. And one of them is Hellcat, who is Patsy Walker, who is a friend of Mary Jane. And while they're hanging out, she disappears. And Mary Jane and Millie the Model. Yeah, Millie the Model. I mean, how many of you remember that character? They go and get involved, and Mary Jane somehow takes the lead out of all these superheroes. It's very funny. It's great. If you can find it, it's terrific. It's Spider-Man Summer Special. I highly recommend it. 5 RAM chips. And Final Crisis, number 5. Hey, we're almost there. I feel like something's going on. Green Lantern finally gets freed from being wrongly convicted by his own Green Lanterns, and he's on the way to save the day, which is good because Darkseid has pretty much taken over, and he has a great speech at the end. The artwork by J.G. Jones is terrific as always. Grant Morrison feels like he's going into the 3rd act, so I don't know. Maybe this will be a pretty good story going once we get all done with it. I'm just sick of everything in DC having evolved. Everything in DC right now seems to be evolving around Final Crisis and RIP. Like, for instance, here's Batman 683, written by Grant Morrison, and you know what? RIP may have never happened. It takes the last couple of issues that Grant has written has been reviewing the history of Batman, and it seems like he's been trapped. Actually, and he is trapped in some kind of machine or something like that in Final Crisis, and he gets out here in this issue. So you know what? I don't know what's going on. I mean, it all might be crap in the other book. The villains from Darkseid screwing with his memories and stuff like that. This is interesting though. You should pick up the last couple of issues. 683 and 682, I guess, was pretty good too. I'll give this 4 RAM chips. I probably would give it 5, but it's frustrating the shit out of me. I'll make this one quick. Batman and the Outsiders. Outside of a cool fight in the beginning between Cassandra Cain, Batgirl, and Nightwing, it's kind of this series right now is kind of lost. They're kind of stuck because Batman's elsewhere and they really don't know what to do. And I feel sorry for the writer because they don't know what to do. But I don't know. I like the art here. By the way, Nightwing, I know you next in line for Batman. I know you've been Batman, but you will never beat Cassandra. She will always kick your ass. I'm sorry, that's just how it goes. I'll give this one 3 RAM chips. I feel really bad for this series. Just picked this up today, Detective Comics 852. Hush picks up where he left off, trying to rebuild his life after Batman and Catwoman pretty much destroyed it. And good for them, too, because he's a dick. And he's more of a dick in this issue. Great writing by Paul Dini, and more terrific artwork by Dustin Nguyen. Love it. 5 RAM chips. The last 2 issues of Justice League, 27 and 28, When Worlds Collide. Terrific artwork by Baines and Lewis did the 2nd issue. And McDuffie wrote the last 2 issues, bringing the Milestone characters into the fray. Yeah, pretty enjoyable. It's fun reading something that has nothing to do with any of this stuff. It's just neat. If you like just regular Justice League stories and crossovers that, aren't requiring you to buy 50 issues, yeah, this is pretty fun. I give these 2 4 RAM chips. And Wonder Woman. Now, everybody was beaten up on the first issue of this Rise of the Olympian. I mean, granted, Genocide isn't that interesting of a looking villain, but she is a monster. I will give you that. And the writing here is really terrific, how Diana deals with being beaten bad. And the story progresses fairly well. I'm not sure what... I gotta find out what's going on with the gods. Why were they in space, and why are they all in matching suits all of a sudden? I'm not sure what happened. I need to check something out. But it looks like Zeus is going to kill all of the Amazons and replace them with sleeper Amazons that have been in the world all this time. And he's not killing them, punishing them, he's killing them out of reward. Like he feels like they've been on the island immortal long enough and it's time to bring them home. I think that's what's going on. We'll see what's going on. This is terrific 4 RAM chips. Madame Xanadu continues to rule. Now she is in Victorian England, trying to figure out who Jack the Ripper is. Good luck with that. Terrific art, as usual, from Amy Reeder Hadley, and the Mac Wagner story is just terrific. He's kind of getting into murder mystery stuff, which, is old hat for him, and it's just beautiful. If you're not reading this series, you really should. It's a terrific Vertigo book, and I've been missing Vertigo. I haven't really read too much Vertigo in the last few years, and this is really good to jump in. This gets 5 RAM chips. Very happy with this series. And now I'll end it off. It's got a whole bunch of issues, but I'm reviewing them as kind of a bulk. I've kind of left these in the box at the comic book store because I've been broke, but you know what, I really should have bought them because this is terrific. How many more? We got 2 minutes? Cool. This is just Transformers All Hail Megatron, issues 3, 4, 5, and I just picked up 6. This is terrific. This is probably the best Transformers comic I've read in a long time. The Decepticons are kicking the fucking shit out of everybody. They've conquered America and China and Israel in this issue, I think. They've beaten the Autobots back to Cybertron. Prime's in critical condition, and Megatron has stolen the Matrix. He's pretty much on top of the world right now, and he's still not happy. I don't know what is with you, Megatron. What makes you happy? It's terrific work. Really good character work on the Decepticons and the humans from Shane McCarty, and Guido Gaddini, I guess is the artist, sorry. He does some uneven work. His stuff with the Transformers is brilliant and beautiful. Although his humans look a little kind of lifeless. They look like kind of independent comic kind of characters, very stone-faced and unmoving. But his work with everything else in the book is just fantastic. I give this whole miniseries so far 4 RAM chips. I'm really digging it. As a Transformers fan, it's worth getting. Alright, that's it. And hope to see you next time. And my name is Justin.